Good morning and welcome to BTV, B40's weekly news broadcast. My name is Ace Fernandez.
And I'm Alicia, and today is December 17th, and want to know what's going on in the world? Here's the Weekend Wrap.
Shout out to everybody that tuned into the Weekend Wrap this year. We appreciate all the support, we couldn't do it without y'all. Another year in the books, baby. Whoa. The year in the books, a lot went down, why don't we take a look? A bipartisan bill, the First Step Act to ease mass incarceration took effect. We saw the end of a government shutdown, 35 days, the longest ever, wow. And NASA visited the most distant object in our solar system ever, Arrokoth. Next, Childish Gambino won Song of the Year, first rapper to take home that Grammy, I swear. After 15 years, the NASA Mars rover, opportunity lost, communication mission over. And Star Wars fans in France really scored when lightsaber dueling became an official sport. The World Wide Web turned 30. Sheesh. To celebrate, I sent my friends 30,000 memes. And students went on strike worldwide to demand action to address our changing climate. Plus, we got to see an image of a black hole. Think about that, isn't that incredible? Sadly, Notre Dame Cathedral burned, but France made plans to rebuild, rest assured. And the Mueller report was released. Some still can't agree exactly what it all means. Same-sex marriage was legalized in Taiwan, the first Asian country to decide its time. In the UK, Theresa May resigned. Did it solve Brexit? Not quite. And the new royal baby arrived. I hope Archie's had a jolly good time. Plus a malaria vaccine hit the scene. It was released in 3 African countries. And in the Philippines, to graduate, students need to plant 10 trees. And the US and China are engaged in a trade war that's still going on today. Since June, protests in Hong Kong aim to maintain autonomy have raged on. This year, the Amazon had problems. Forest fires were common, it proved hard to stop them. And the inquiry into President Trump carries on. Did he commit impeachable conduct? The first all-female spacewalk was completed by Mara Cook, 2 NASA astronauts. California wildfires stoke fear. Hopefully the situation will be better next year. And in baseball, the Washington Nationals took their first World Series trophy home to the Capitol. Instagram hit likes as a test. They think it might make young users less stressed. Yes, that's it for 2019. We're on to 2020 and you know where to find me. We right here in Flow Cab. I'm out. Happy New Year's, everybody. That was just a little recap. Another year in the books.
Enter the shout-out contest for a chance to be featured in a future Weekend Wrap video. Good luck!
The end of the year is the perfect... The end of the year is the perfect time to clean out your room, closets, and dressers.
And messy rooms. Oh. And you can also help fundraise for our school if you save these items until January 24th and donate them to B40's Goodwill fundraiser.
Your donations will help keep nearly 70,000 tons from ending up in local landfills this year and reduce our carbon footprint.
Join B40 in helping to reduce, reuse, and recycle the Goodwill way.
All proceeds from this event will benefit the 8th grade end of the year trip.
In sports news, congratulations to our 6th grade girls soccer team who won their first tournament game yesterday. They head to Sky Park to take on Scotts Valley tomorrow.
Winter sports are coming up after the break.
Starting Monday, January 21st, all gender flag football, all gender wrestling, and girls volleyball.
Keep an ear out for announcements and check the school calendar online for open gym opportunities.
In club news, today at lunch, the ukulele club meets in room 9, GSA meets in the cooking room, and knitting club meets in the library.
In library news,
please turn in your overdue library books. Start the new year with no overdues.
If you have a lost book, talk to Miss Books about payment. Remember, when you find the book, you will get your money back.
And this year's Scholastic Book Fair was a huge success. Through the All for Books fundraising, we raised over $500 and bought more than 50 books for students.
Check this out to see if you were one of the lucky winners.
The library was also able to purchase 30 new books for students to check out.
Here is a special announcement from the library. Over the winter break, the checkout limit has been raised to 4 books.
That is great. And if reading is part of your self-care strategy, the library has you covered. Come to the library and check out displays of fancy sci-fi new releases and library favorites.
Mr. O'Brien and Miss Steps are here with news from the office and some words about self-care.
Welcome,
Hello.
Mr. O'Brien and Miss Steps.
Oh, we're together. Okay.
Donuts.
Hi. I brought prizes.
Are we doing this first, or are we doing
Self-care is way
video?
more important. I think we should do that first.
Okay. Well, I hope everyone was able to complete their self-care plan yesterday during SSR, and I hope you all have some great things that you can do over break to take care of yourselves. And we're going to watch a short video to talk about just some other ways that you can do self-care that maybe you haven't thought about. Do you want to say anything about self-care? Do you have a self-care plan?
I do have a self-care plan. Yeah, reading, relaxing, play with my dogs. My dogs make me
animals
happy.
are really great.
Yeah, I mean, and be with my family. Yeah,
Love it.
Thank you.
Great.
Mm-hmm.
I need self-care because I can get overwhelmed pretty easily.
I developed a self-care routine because I have depression. Earlier this year, my grandfather passed away somewhat quickly and tragically. I've struggled with anxiety my whole life.
I deal with clinical depression. When I read about a bunch of awful crap that happens, like, it just gets me in a really, really bad mood.
If I don't just set aside time for, hey, I gotta take care of myself, I just destroy myself as a human being.
My favorite type of self-care is yoga. When you're mentally stressed, it also affects your body physically. So it's really important to release that tension because it will also release your mental tension.
My form of self-care is my journal. My thoughts and feelings will drive me insane if I don't get them out in some way, so I write them down.
Going to the gym helps me stay sane. It allows me to turn off my thoughts for an hour. I find if I've had and I go to the gym, I often feel better afterwards.
Meditation is one of my forms of self-care. It's just so nice to be able to take a minute to just chill. To be someone with anxiety and say that you can get back in control and within 10 minutes is so wonderful.
My form of self-care is playing video games. When you play a video game, you're focusing on one thing, and it's just winning and beating the level. And it sounds dumb, but having those small accomplishments, it just makes you feel a little bit better about yourself.
One of my biggest forms of self-care is art and drawing and illustrating and really anything in the arts. Just to be able to put down on pen and paper or paint untainted by anyone else's opinions. It's really interesting because I typically create more when I'm sad or frustrated or angry.
One of my self-care routines is reading, especially poems, especially something that can just get me out of my world. If I'm reading something that's about somewhere far away, it just removes me from my immediate situation and lets me think about somebody or something else.
Finding the right self-care routine is not something that's instantaneous. It takes a lot of trial and error.
It's good to find things that allow you to distract yourself.
Keeping my illness from taking over my life requires a daily effort.
Just take that time to do something for yourself.
All right, wait.
You're going to introduce.
Is that art? Okay,
Yeah,
so
your turn.
next is golden tickets. We've got some golden tickets we drew by random and they're distributed, but I want you to see what's in here. So many cool opportunities and options.
Some really healthy choices like Produce Guy would love.
Mr.
Lots
Hedgecock
of
would
good
not approve.
choices.
But there's lots of shirts of different sizes and colors that you can exchange for. Hats, a sticker from Bill's Wheels.
I want to win some tacos.
Tacos from Tacos Morenos, more sweets, Sour Patch, all kinds of really cool stuff.
Lots of healthy stuff in here.
So keep doing the good stuff, being honorable, sensible, and safe, and win cool prizes. All right, so I have Miss Ikaza, who drew Aiden Miel. I'm not sure if I'm saying Aiden's name right, for being chistoso. And I have Aaron Peterson Lindbergh, who found Hazel Sanchez Guzman. Thank you for returning a found book to the library. Thank you, Hazel.
Awesome.
Good girl.
I'm going to do mine. So Lisa caught Lucas Amador being very responsible and helpful to Pam. And then also Perla caught Miss Garcia being generally awesome.
Perla.
And Miss
Hi.
Stacy caught Christian C being sensible.
Miss O'Neill caught Peyton Melberg Smith being helpful and genuinely awesome. And Miss Steps caught Olivia Robinson being honorable by turning in a lost phone.
Nice.
Pretty awesome,
So
everybody.
come on in. If your name was called, come to the office and pick something cool. All right?
Have a great week.
Thanks, you guys.
Hey, it's the produce guy.
Hey!
Hey, is that for us? Hello.
How you doing? All right,
Good.
so it's produce time. So it's time for the B40 Middle School Produce Extravaganza. Today's contest is called A Plethora of Reindeer. Either of you have a guess as to what a plethora is?
Nope.
A big pack.
A big pack, yeah. A plethora is a bunch of something. And you are either competing for an ace hug, yeah, or beans, perhaps frijoles, or cans. Alicia, but of those options, which one would be the most magnificent prize for you? Keep in mind,
cans.
Ace is sitting right. Cans?
I'll
Oh.
take cans.
And you,
Actually, I
Ace?
take whipped cream, but
An ace hug, I guess.
Ace would want an ace hug. Who wouldn't? Yeah, he can hug himself. All right, so here is the way you're going to win. You are going to draw a cool reindeer. There's several reindeer that are more well-known than others, but you're going to create your own cool reindeer and turn it into Marina in the library, and she's going to deem it worthy or not. And the actual prize is, it's not a hug from Ace, because he gives those away for
What
free.
about the whipped cream?
It's actually pintos a la diabla. Devil beans. No, it's these are vegetarian beans. Got a whole bunch. Ooh, containing spicy chili de árbol and jalapenos. So yeah,
they're hot.
Yeah, they really are fiery. So nothing says celebrate your winter holidays like fiery beans. Draw a great reindeer, turn it into Marina, and she'll go, yeah, those are awesome. I'm giving you some beans. And maybe Ace will be proud of you for your bean winning. All right, and next up, it is time for announcing this week's categories. Brain Bottle this Friday. And there's a bunch of topics, but a few of them for you to know. Languages of the world. So if I come up to you and your group and I go, hey, what language do you think they speak in Moscow? What would your guess be?
Russian.
Russian. Oh, Ace, he's crushing it. How about what language do you think they speak in Tokyo?
Japanese.
Oh, you got to get Ace on your team just for the hugs and the, language knowledge. So language of the world, Magic the Gathering, and teachers' first names. Not confined to teachers here. I would get someone who knows teachers' first names at Galt, teachers' first names at De La Viega. Good thing to know. Those are some of the categories. There will be other ones. Some of the questions will be in Spanish. So, and there will be some math. So show up, get your squad of 4 or 5. There's only one team that gets Ace, but Alicia, she looks pretty dominant.
I'm good.
Hope to see you there Friday at lunch. Thanks.
all right, thank you. That's our show for today.
Thanks for watching.
Be sensible
Honorable.
and stay classy, Brent 40.
Whoa.